Everybody, it's Dave. Happy Sunday. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Seems to be a wide mix of weather amongst my friends all around the country. It's hot and sunny and beautiful here in San Diego, and I've got friends on the East Coast who are riding mountain bikes, which is what I'm getting ready to go do. And I wanted to tell you a little story about just something that really changed my life, which was in the summer of 2011. 2010 was just a crazy, insane year in my business. Monica and I finished number 7 in the company, I think, and the reward for being in the top 10 was a trip cycling through the south of France, which was just, for me, a huge bucket list item at the time. I was really into road cycling and triathlon, too. It was kind of the end of really triathlon time for me. I was mainly riding, and I was riding a lot, and I was in really great shape. And I got to this thing in the south of France. We were outside Marseille at this little farm that had been converted into a hotel, and they had a cocktail party for us to welcome everybody. And I get there, and I see Steve Edwards is there. And for those of you guys who don't know who Steve was, Steve was the director of results at Beachbody, which is a crazy title. And he always kind of played with it and thought it was pretty funny, as did I. And really, Steve's job with Beachbody was kind of an all-rounder. He didn't design fitness programs; he tweaked them. So maybe Tony or Sean would come up with a series of workouts, and Steve would help coordinate them and sequence them and different things in the workouts and edit them. There were some moves that people tried to do that were a little too dangerous and could have gotten somebody hurt. And Steve was important part of the company for doing that. He also really wrote a lot of the nutrition guides. If he didn't write them, he certainly co-authored them and was just a fountain of information about nutrition. And I was so incredibly blessed that he was there. I was a little terrified when I saw him because he was also an unbelievable athlete. I mean, I think he's probably best known for rock climbing. At the time that I ran into him at that cocktail party, he was training for the World Duathlon Championships, which is basically a run, bike, run event. And he was so gnarly. The first day that we got to ride together, I mean, we were riding with a group of about 6 guys, and he took the lead on the pace line that we had going, and it was everything I could do to just hang with him. I mean, and I saw that we had dropped everybody, and I couldn't speak. I was breathing so hard that I just could not speak. And finally he kind of put his head up and realized what happened, and we waited for everybody to catch up. But that was the kind of athlete he was. The next day we rode, and he and I sat in the front of this bus, and it was like a 4-hour bus ride, and I just picked his brain endlessly about nutrition. And I learned more in that 4-hour period. I learned more than I think I've ever learned about nutrition from reading books. And because Steve was just the kind of guy that was so thoughtful. If I asked him a question, he never went, "Oh yeah, well, there's the answer." And he would think about it and say, "Well, if this, then that, and maybe this is the answer." We talked a lot about fat at the time. I was really just starting to learn about paleo nutrition, and I was really trying to quiz him on how I could be eating basically grain free and still do endurance sports. And he gave me so many great suggestions. And for those of you guys who don't know, Steve passed away just a few days ago, and after an extended battle with cancer that looked like things were going in a good direction, and then he just couldn't quite fight it off, and it was so sad to see somebody like that go, and it just so unfair. That was the big thing for me as I thought about it. It's just so unfair. I mean, this guy gave and gave and gave, an unbelievable human being, a great teacher, and took care of himself better than anybody I know. And that's the guy who has cancer. Like, it just was so unfair. But I wanted to just tell you that story. And one of the things that Steve and I talked a lot about was fuel, and how you fuel your body, in particular for endurance sports, which brings me to this. I don't talk a whole lot about nutrition anymore. It's just kind of become a part of my life. I don't know. It's interesting to me. I used to talk about it so much, and then it's like things just become part of your life, and I don't know. I don't talk about them that much anymore. But Shakeology is one of those things for me, and Steve, this is what I do. I'm going for a mountain bike ride today. I'm probably going to ride 10 to 15 miles. I don't know. I'll kind of have to gauge it. I'm not sure how long this track is that I've got set up. And what I have here is a tropical strawberry Shakeology with a banana in it. And what I've learned is, if you do want to do endurance sports and you don't want to eat a lot of grains, you can still get so many carbs from just fruits and vegetables, and things like this that are just whole, healthy, natural, vitamin and mineral and nutrition packed, dense nutrition. You can get so much out of that and really push your body into places that you never really thought were possible. And through Steve's help and with the help of Shakeology, which I've now been taking since March of 2009 on an almost daily basis, I've been able to do those things, and I'm just very fortunate. And I just wanted to say thanks to Steve. Thanks to Beachbody. Thank you for developing amazing products like this. Thanks to Carl and John, our CEO and president, for building this amazing company and filling it with amazing people like Steve. And I will miss him dearly in our sort of annual talks that we used to have at Summit. But I thank him for really everything I've learned and teaching me so much and helping me grow as an athlete, because it's really made my life so much better. These outdoor sports that I do require a lot of hard work, and I just really appreciate really everybody who's been a part of that. So that's my dryer. I'm doing a little laundry before I go for a ride. And I guess the buzzer brings me to kind of the conclusion of this video, which is really, in addition to saying thanks and just expressing a lot of gratitude for just an amazing ride, really. It's just to tell you, if you're an athlete, and I believe we all are, whether that means that you work out in your garage or it means that you're getting outside and getting dirty like I am, and you want help and you want to get better, you want to get faster, you want to be able to ride harder, longer, you want to lose weight faster, you want to accomplish whatever your athletic goals are, get in touch with me. I can help you. I've helped a lot of people over the years reach their goals, and that's really kind of what I'm all about. And I can help, take a look at what it is that you're eating and what it is that you're doing and see if there's a way we can get you better. So with that, I bid you adieu. Bye, Steve. I love you, man.